get to the high-end performance. So that's the big debate between the Coyote that's in the Ford F-150 and the Chevy push rods is they say that Chevy uses push rods because their customers prefer like the torque. That's halfway true. They really prefer it because the manufacturing cost is about $300 less per vehicle. And if you sell 2 or 3 million large SUVs and trucks, the push rod engines also are a substantial savings over single overhead cam technologies. Two camshaft gears drive the camshafts. Now on the camshafts are camshaft lobes which rotate in corresponding time, and they hit rocker arms which are attached to rocker arm shafts. Now the one difference with a single overhead cam engine is they have rocker arms and rocker arm shafts. A push rod or overhead valve engine does not have rocker arms, and neither does a dual overhead cam engine. So in a overhead valve engine, the rocker arms would be replaced with push rods, and in the dual overhead cam engine, the rocker arms would be replaced by an extra set of camshafts. So a great way to start with, they say that Chevy uses push rods because their customers prefer like the torque. That's halfway true. They really prefer it because the manufacturing cost is about $300 less per vehicle. And if you sell 2 or 3 million large SUVs and trucks, the push rod engines also are a substantial savings over single overhead cam technologies. We are showing a single overhead camshaft engine. We're showing V10, we're showing a V8, we're showing a V6. But the one important thing about a single overhead camshaft is there's one camshaft for each bank of cylinders, but there's 4 sets of rocker arms. So the rocker arm shafts are actuated by the cam lobes, which then push down on the valves. But that's the difference between a dual overhead cam engine and a single overhead cam. Is the single overhead cam has rocker arms and the dual overhead cam has no rocker arm shafts whatsoever, and then a push rod engine. So the difference between a single overhead cam and a dual overhead cam and a push rod engine is how many cam gears are actually in the total package. So with a single overhead cam 4-cylinder, it has 1 camshaft, or for a push rod, you have 1 cam in block. Now for a single overhead cam V6, this is where it gets a little more complicated. You have 1 camshaft in the block for a overhead valve, but then you have 1 camshaft per each side of cylinders for the V6. 2 camshafts per cylinder bank for the dual overhead cam for a total of 4 camshafts. But rocker arms are only present